Hi, I'm Patrick Reagan. Welcome to the Windows installation, Part 1, creating a bootable Windows installation USB drive. During this video, we'll discuss how to create a bootable Windows installation USB drive so that you can boot from the USB drive and install Windows. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to click the like button, and if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel for more tech training content and technical know-how. In the past, you would purchase Windows and receive a bootable installation DVD, which you would boot from and install Windows. Today, if you want to install Windows directly onto your computer, you need to download an image of the Windows installation and create a bootable USB drive. You can then boot your computer with the USB drive and install Windows. Microsoft provides instructions to create a bootable USB drive at the website shown on the screen. However, I recommend downloading the image from the above sites and then use Rufus to create the bootable USB drive. The link to Rufus is also shown on the screen. Note, you can also use Rufus to create Linux bootable disk or any other operating system bootable disk from an ISO file. After you download the image file for Windows in the Rufus program and you ensure that the USB drive is inserted into a USB port, you double-click the Rufus executable file, which opens Rufus. First, ensure that the device field shows your USB drive. You then click the Select button to select the Windows ISO file. An ISO file is a file that contains an image of the entire disk. You then click Start, followed by clicking OK a couple of times. This process will typically take a couple of minutes. To install Windows, you must boot from the USB bootable drive. You may need to enter the BIOS setup program and configure the USB drive as the first bootable drive. You then insert the USB drive into the computer and turn on the computer. When using Rufus to create a Windows installation USB drive, it provides a Windows User Experience dialog box offering several customization options, particularly useful for installing Windows 11 on unsupported hardware or streamlining the setup process. Some of the available options include remove requirements for 4 GB or more RAM, secure boot, and TPM 2.0, which allows Windows 11 to be installed on a system that does not meet its strict hardware requirements. Remove requirements for an online Microsoft account. Creating an installation that automatically sets up a local user account, bypassing the requirements to connect to the internet, and sign in with a Microsoft account during the initial out-of-box experience. Note that for this to work effectively, the computer must be temporarily disconnected from the internet during the Windows installation process. Create a local account with username. Users can specify the preferred username for the local account that will be created automatically during installation. and disable BitLocker device encryption. This option prevents Windows from automatically enabling BitLocker encryption on the target drive. In summary, today, if you want to turn on your computer and install Windows, you'll need to download an image of the Windows installation and create a bootable USB drive. Thank you for watching this video. The next video will be installing Windows, Part 2, installing Windows 10.